Good morning, and I do hope you're well. Our Monday readings are from Isaiah for the next few weeks. Today's is from Isaiah 47, and it's quite long. It's headed, The Fall of Babylon. Go down, sit in the dust, virgin daughter Babylon. Sit on the ground without a throne, queen city of the Babylonians. No more will you be called delicate or tender. Take millstones and grind flour. Take off your veil. Lift up your skirts. Bare your legs and wade through the streams. Your nakedness will be exposed and your shame uncovered. I will take vengeance. I will spare no one. Our Redeemer, the Lord Almighty is his name, is the Holy One of Israel. Sit in silence. Go into darkness, queen city of the Babylonians. No more will you be called queen of kingdoms. I was angry with my people and desecrated my inheritance. I gave them into your hand, and you showed them no mercy. Even on the aged you laid a very heavy yoke. You said, I am forever the eternal queen. But you did not consider these things or reflect on what might happen. Now then, listen, you lover of pleasure, lounging in your security and saying to yourself, I am, and there is none besides me. I will never be a widow or suffer the loss of children. Both of these will overtake you. In a moment, on a single day, loss of children and widowhood, they will come upon you in full measure, in spite of your many sorceries and all your potent spells. You have trusted in your wickedness and have said, no one sees me. Your wisdom and knowledge mislead you when you say to yourself, I am, and there is none besides me. Disaster will come upon you, and you will not know how to conjure it away. A calamity will fall upon you that you cannot ward off with a ransom. A catastrophe you cannot foresee will suddenly come upon you. Keep on then with your magic spells and with your many sorceries, which you have laboured at since childhood. Perhaps you will succeed. Perhaps you will cause a terror. All the counsel you have received has only worn you out. Let your astrologers come forward, those stargazers who make predictions month by month. Let them save you from what is coming upon you. Surely they are like stubble. The fire will burn them up. They cannot even save themselves from the power of the flame. These are not coals for warmth. This is not a fire to sit by. That is all they are to you. These you have dealt with and laboured with since childhood. All of them go on in their error. There is not one that can save you. Isaiah 47 deals once again with Babylon. Remember that at the time Isaiah wrote, Babylon was still subject to the Assyrian Empire, and just as the prophets personified Jerusalem, so Isaiah has personified Babylon. Poor Babylon gets a hammering, and John the Divine takes up this theme again in the New Testament book of Revelation, where Babylon is a thinly disguised euphemism for Rome. The symbolism in Isaiah 47 goes back to the very beginnings of the city of Babylon or Babel. According to the book of Genesis, Babel and its empire were founded by Nimrod, a rebel against God, and that immediately prejudices the Jews against Babylon. In verse 4, Isaiah writes, Our Redeemer, the Lord Almighty is his name, is the Holy One of Israel. Because my Bible has a capital R for Redeemer, it imbues the word with a stronger meaning than Isaiah probably intended, and we should see it not as a messianic reference. Redeemer is a Hebrew word for next of kin, the relative who was obliged to buy back a brother Israelite sold into slavery. Isaiah doesn't hold back in his criticism of Babylon, and returns to the prophet's theme of mercy. He holds Babylon to account for showing no mercy to the people of Israel and Judah when he writes, I was angry with my people and desecrated my inheritance. I gave them into your hand, and you showed them no mercy. Even on the aged you laid a very heavy yoke. You said, I am forever the eternal Queen, but you did not consider these things. His message is, come what may, everyone must show mercy, especially to the elderly, and those that don't will be held to account. And now let us pray. We give thanks once again for the message of Isaiah and the prophets down the ages, for his reminder to show mercy to all and to remember the elderly, the widow, the marginalised. And so today we pray for those in authority, that they would be mindful of the needs of the elderly and those at the edges of our society, for the homeless, the unemployed, those struggling to make ends meet in the face of our cost of living crisis, and for refugees. Amen. And we continue to pray for peace in Ukraine, using a prayer by the Bishop of Oxford. God of compassion, have mercy this day on the people of Ukraine. Restore to them the gift of peace. Grant wisdom to the governments of the world. Bring good in the midst of evil and suffering, for the sake of Jesus Christ, your Son, who gave his life to bring peace to your world. Amen. And now we bring all our prayers together in the traditional words of the Lord's Prayer. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done, on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, for ever and ever. Amen. Stay safe. Our Monday evening prayers for Ukraine this week continue at Holy Trinity Church, and remember that Richard Simmons will lead our prayers on Friday.